Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. We are one growing YouTube family. Thank you so much. If you also like the video, please give a thumbs up. It helps to circulate the video worldwide and people get to recognize our video, our group, our family. Thank you so much. I also would like to mention to you that I do have a crochet private group on Facebook. If you do have a profile, then you're more than welcome to join. You have to have a profile because there's a lot of scammers going around into the crochet groups, and I'm removing myself from them and keeping just one or two that I'm comfortable with. Besides that, I'm taking myself off the other ones. There's too much scamming going on. Be careful with the links that says bit on it. Those are fraud scammers that go through your phone if you're using your phone or your computer. You have to be extremely careful. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me through there. It's the same name, Crochet Art Tutorials by Maggie Lopez. And I also like to mention up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can slow down the video to the speed you would like. Right next to it, there's the closed caption. Everything I will say will be written down here. You can pause the video, take notes, and makes it much easier on everybody. If you have a tight stitch, use a hook bigger, one size bigger. If your stitch is too loose, use a hook one size smaller. It helps to create these beautiful patterns. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Also, I have the PayPal account below in my description box for donations for the women in need of yarn and thread. They're desperately in need. I would appreciate if you guys can help me to get these threads and yarns to these women by donating whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be millions. Anything counts. Below my video also there's a dollar sign, I think with a little bag or something. That's out of YouTube. These are for the people to help the designers, creators with donations. If anybody is pretending to give me anything, to donate anything for myself by clicking underneath my video where the dollar sign is, I intend to take whatever donations I get for myself and put it towards the women in need. This is my attention to do. I am committed to help these women out, so please help me to help them. Thank you so much. I think I pretty much covered everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Okay, everyone, so today we're going to create this doily. Could be plate mat, could be just a normal doily, could be adding 3 the same size, or centerpiece this size and 2 smaller ones for as a table runner, or entrance hallway, what do you call them? Those like buffet, I don't know what you call them, but you know what I'm saying, in the hallways, or in your dining room for as a buffet, or in your living room as whatever tables you have there. So you can use this for many, many different decorational places. You can make it also depending upon the colors and put it into your bedroom. You can make a bigger one for the dresser, or add 2 together for the dresser and 2 small ones for the night tables. You can make it for the living room. So there's so many ways to play around with this pattern. Now, I have created already a similar doily with the fit. Well, similar, no, it's exact same finish. The flower at the end is just this part here was different. So this one's created a little bit different again. Which is very simple. It's all double crochets. The only difference is I take back loops only to give these line effects. So it's quite a bit different. I don't have the other doily because it was in order, so it's shipped out, or else I would show it to you. But I'm sure if you go into the videos on my channel, you'll probably see it there. That I have the oval one, the bigger one. It's all full of flowers, and I did it with orangey red flowers. This one's really gorgeous in yellow. So we're going to create this very simple and fast and very economic for people that are selling, because I know there's quite a bit of views that are selling in India, Malaysia, South America. I know for a fact that you're selling because some of you contact me on Messenger and ask me for prices. So this is a good way for you guys to make sets. And you can make a little bit of money off of it, and don't just give it away for free. I keep telling you guys that you work hard at it. These are pieces of art that, you know, you can make some coin on it and help your daily life routine. Okay, everybody, so we're going to get started on this. Very simple, very fast to create, and very economical. This thread is a 6-ply. 6-ply, it's actually between, it's not a 6-ply, it's a 5-ply, I should say. So it's a, you can use, if you want to make it this big, you can use Aunt Lydia number 3. Now, a lot of you use Aunt Lydia number 10. Number 10 is very small. That's 1.75 hook for the cotton thread. Of course, these are all 100% cotton thread. That's quite small, but you can do it on Aunt Lydia if you'd like to, if you only work with that or you only have that type of thread. The only difference is you have to keep increasing more rows in order to get your size for the centerpiece here. Okay, so we're going to get started, everyone. So this is a 5-ply, and I'm going to use my normal, I should be using a 4.0, but I'm not. I'm going to use my 3, just because I don't want it to become too huge. I want it to tighten up a little bit more in the stitches. Okay, so I have the off-white, I have the orange, not orange, the yellow, the hot yellow somewhere. Of course, I throw my thread all over the floor. So this is a gorgeous, on my colors, it's a 4-ply. Okay, so my green's a 4-ply, which I have the multicolored green here. And this is a 4-ply, which is just perfect because it gives you that fine detail on the pattern. This is thicker and this is smaller, so it makes it very delicate. Okay, so let's get started, everyone. Of course, don't forget you need a pair of scissors and a small hook if you have to tuck in loose ends. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is do that slip stitch knot. So you would just turn it once in your 2 fingers, grab the thread from behind, put your little ball there into position on your hand, on your fingers, and do your first chain, and then just close it in a bit. Chain 3, and inside of this magic circle we're going to do 15 more, so we're going to have a total of 16 double crochets. Once you've done your 16 double crochets, pull on the string, close it up, and on your 3rd chain come up and do your single. Okay, now go into the next space using back loops only. As you see there, I'm doing 1 chain and coming back in the same loop and making a single. Okay, 1 chain. For some of you that your stitch is too tight, do a 2 chain. I'm coming back in and I'm doing another double crochet on the same space. We are increasing in all these rows. So we have 2 double crochets on the same space. Next space, using back loops only, we're going to create 2 double crochets. So we're going to be doing row 2, 2 double crochets per space on every single one of them. Okay, so I'll meet you guys at the end. Getting to the end, you're going to close it in on your 3rd chain if you did single 2 chains, or if you did single 1 chain, just close it in on the last chain. Okay, so I pretty much finished my 2nd row, and I have 32 double crochets because it's 2 per space. So now I'm going to go over to the next space with a slip stitch and 2 chain. Coming down in the same space, I'm going to do another double crochet. So I have 2 double crochets on the same space. Next space, I'm using back loops only. Next space, 1 alone. Now remember, when you're doing that, the other double crochet is very close to it. You must not miss it, because then your count won't be properly done. So next space, 2 together, next space, 1 alone, next space, 2 together using back loops only. Now you don't have to do only back loops if you don't want to have this line effect up front. You could just go right through the whole thing. So we closed in with a slip stitch, we went into the next space with slip stitch, chain 2, did a double crochet on the same space, so that's 2 together, 1 alone in the next space, 2 together, 1 alone, 2 together, and 1 alone. We're going to continue to do that all the way to the end, row 3, and we'll close it up here at the end on the 3rd chain. Okay everyone, so I pretty much finished doing row 3, going into row 4. So we've closed in with a slip stitch, right? I'm just gonna come to the one right next to it with a slip stitch and go up my chain 2. Now you can do chain 3 if your stitch is too tiny. In the same space, we're going to do another double crochet, so you have 2 double crochets using back loops only. So next space, 1 alone, and next space, 1 alone. So now this time we're going to start increasing on the 3rd double crochet. So basically 2 on the same space, 1 alone, 1 alone, 2 on the same space, 1 alone, next space, 1 alone, on the next space, 2 on the same space, next space, 1 alone, and 1 alone. Just make sure that you don't miss out, or else your counts won't, you'll be stuck at the end to create the those flowers if you're not in the right count. Okay, so just make sure you have them. So basically we started 16, we have 32 because we added 2 together. Here we have 47, 1 2 3, third row, 47, and now you continue with your increase. Now this is going to go to the length you desire, of course. On this size of doily, which if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a 46. Let me see, I can't remember. No, it's a 36, sorry. Okay, 36. And I went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. So on your 9th row, you do 2 together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 alone, and on your 9th one, 2 together. That means you will have your 10 double crochets, okay? And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on your 9th one, you have your 2 together. So we're going to do until 9 rows, or you can go bigger as you wish, or even smaller as you wish. You can do small koshers with it also. That's a good thought right there. Maybe that would be the next tutorial. All right, small little koshers for the glasses. I think I'll probably do that in the next tutorial. And I didn't think about that before. But anyway, so I'm going to continue mine using back loops. Now the next row, we're going to do 2 together and 3 alone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, row 5. 2 together, 3 alone. Row 6, 2 together, 4 alone. And it continues on until we meet at row 9. So I'll meet you at the end of row 9. Okay, everyone, so we just finished doing row 9, and we have 8, or should I say 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 alone and 2 together. So now row 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, row 10. So I've closed in with a slip stitch. I'm coming back in the same one with a single. I'm going to do another single on the same space. And then you can grab both loops together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on your 9th, we're doing 2 together, singles on the same space. Again, next space, single, 2 singles, 3 singles, next space, always 1 per space, 4 singles, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 singles, and on the same space, we're increasing. So now we have 10 singles, okay? So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much closed in with the slip stitch. I'm going to do 1 chain. I'm going to come back in the same space and do a single. So next space, another single, and next space, another single. So now we have 3 singles. I'm going to do chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On my 6th one, I'm going to do a single, next space, single, and next space, single. So I have 3 singles again. We're going to create this row all the way around the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, 1. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your 6th, single, single, and I have a knot on my thread. How lovely. And single. So we have 3 singles again. Okay, and then chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And create your groups of 7 again. Your groups of 3 singles again, and then chain 7. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, so I'm pretty much at the end. I'm going to do my last chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you realize we're exactly on point if you have the right stitches in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on my 6th one. So I'm going to come in where I have my first single, and I'm going to slip stitch through it. I'm going to come right in the center of my middle 2nd single and create a single. I'm going to come in and do 6 double crochets inside of my chain. So I have 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to do 1 chain and do 6 more again, all in the same space. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now we have 12 double crochets separated space by 1 chain. Okay, so do you see the middle, the 2nd single right below, right underneath? We have another single. So we are going to do a single front post, and then we're coming back in again into our chain and create the 6 double crochets exactly as we just finished doing. So we have 4. I don't think I grabbed my thread here properly. 4, 5, and 6. 1 chain, and then 6 more. So I finished doing the 6 double crochets, and again, right in the center we have that single, and right below we have the other single. I'm coming from the back to the front, passing my thread over if I don't slip it out of the hook, right? And doing a front post single, and then coming back in where my chain is and doing the 6 double crochets. We're going to do 1 chain separation, 6 more in the same space. So very simple, nothing to it. One chain and continue on. So I have my 6 here, 1 chain separation, 6 more. Again, middle single right below. We have the other single coming from sideways and a single front post. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I've reached the end, and of course we started off with that single there, remember that? Now what we're going to do is we're going to forget about that single that we did, and we're going to come down, not the row that has the 3 singles, but right underneath we have that single below, and do our front post single, and then come into the first double crochet and slip stitch through it. Cut our thread, and then tuck in your loose ends. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 loops. Okay, I'm going to come in with the green now for the leaves. So with the green, we're going to do the slip stitch knot. We can grab any loop back here. We're going to grab exactly behind where we have that front post single. So we're going to grab behind it, and we have behind it, we have a single there. So we're going to do a single on that single right behind. Tuck in your leftover. So 1 chain, 2 chain, 3 chain. This would be like for the double crochet. And then 1, 2, 3 more. So now we have 6 chain with that single makes 7. So we're going to come in the same space of the single and do a double crochet. And whatever leftover thread you have here, you can cut it, or you can on the next row as we're doing the leaves, it's going to cover it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 chain. Now right in the center where we have that 1 chain separation between the groups here, we're going to come from the back and do a single right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, we're going to come where the single behind that front post, and do double crochet, 4 chain, 2, 3, and 4. Come back in the same space and do a double. So we're creating these little loops to create our leaves. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, we're going to come behind where we have that space in the bottom, create a single. Okay, so this is what we're going to do all the way around, and then I'll be back at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm pretty much at the end. I'm going to come in, see if there's enough lighting here, because it gets weird after a while. Still bright daylight, but for some reason my camera tends to darken and lighten when it wants. So 4 chain, I'm coming, so we have the single, and then 1, 2, and 3. Slip stitch. We're going to come inside of this little loop with a single, 1, 2, chain. We're going to do 4 more double crochets. 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you'd like your petals there, your bushes, I don't know how do you call it, your leaves thicker, then you can go with 6 double crochet. I'm going to come in the first place, grab your first one here, and close it into a popcorn, 2, chain, and then again 5 double crochets. 1, 2, let me see if I can get more lighting here. Okay, I think that's better. 3, 4, and 5 double crochets. So now we're going to come into the first one here, and we're going to close it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. If your stitch is too tight, then do 8 chain. Come again into the loop and create your 2 popcorns again. Do your 5 double crochets, 3, 4, and 5. Come into the first one and close it in, chain 2, and create the next one. This row will be repeatedly the same way all the way around, and then we can cut our thread. 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again into the next loop. 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets, 2 chain separation, and again. So basically this is what it's going to look like. See if I can get more lighting here. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm at the end, did my 7 chains. I'm going to come exactly where I've closed off my peacock here with a slip stitch, and I'm going to cut it and come in with my yellow. Okay, so you can start off anywhere you'd like. Come into the center between the leaves, the bush, whatever you want to call it. We're going to be doing the peacocks again, so a single, 2 chain, and again 4 more double crochet. We're going to have a total of 5, or you can go 6 if you'd like, 2, 4, 5. If you want it thicker, you can do a little bit more. Give you an example here. So this is 6. It's just going to thicken up the flower a little bit more. And chain 3. And again on the next one, I mean on the same space, you do your 6 or your 5, whatever way you want to do it. 3. My hands keep slipping. 4, 5, and 6. I'm trying to hide my thread here. Come into the first one and close it off. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain. I'm coming in where the single is here on the green and closing it with a single. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and back into the center of the leaves here, little bushes, and create your 5 double crochets or your 6. So 3, 4, 5. On my other one I have 5, so I'm just doing it for the fun of it, 6, so you can see the difference with 6 and 5. So it becomes a little bit more thicker, as you can see. Okay, so we're going to repeat this all the way around the same way, and then we're cutting our thread and doing the last row with the off-white. So chain 3, back in again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come in where the single is, and you're going to cover both of the threads here, the chain that we did, chain 7. Okay, 2, 3, and 4, and continue to proceed the same way. Okay, everyone, so we arrived pretty much at the end with the 4 chain. I'm coming in where we closed off the popcorn with a slip stitch. Cut your thread, and now we're going to proceed with the cream color to finish up this last row. So I'm just going to tuck in the loose ends here because the next row will cover the leftover loose ends. So I always like to make a little knot just to make sure that nothing comes apart. Okay, so I have started it here, which I pretty much started. You can start anywhere, but I started where we have the single. So I did single and 2 chains. I did 5 more double crochets, so total of 6. So I'll show you right here, right now. So 6 double crochets. Let's say you started your 6 double crochets. Now I'm going to come under into the side here and do a front post single. I'm going to go in the center here and do 6 more double crochets. This is the last row. Very easy, simple, and a gorgeous pattern. Makes beautiful Christmas presents also. You can use the red or for any occasion, Mother's Day, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to come in and single and create 6 double crochets on the 4th chain coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, good heavens, 5 and 6. Now we're going to hook this one here inside of where we have that 1 chain separation, and where we have, you can go directly straight in the yellow single here, but I'm not. I'm going to do a front post, so I'm just going to grab it from the back here and do a single so I can hide that yellow perfectly, and then come back into the beginning again and create your 6 double crochets going up the 4th chain again. So we have 2, 4, 5 and 6. Again, coming from the side and creating that single front post, and then coming into the center where we have the 3 chains between the 2 flowers here, and create your 6 double crochets. So it's just a repeat now. If you need to rewind, go ahead. We're pretty much done with this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank every single one of you. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up on the video. It's very important. It helps circulate. And please also consider donating for the women that need the thread. Very important. And you also, in front of the video, there's a little dollar bag sign. That's usually to donate to the creators, like myself. If you do decide to donate for me personally, I'm taking that, whatever I get, and going towards the thread for the women. 2, 4, 6. Okay, so come in again. Too loose. I don't like it too loose, so we're not going to loosen up the stitch too much. It's not pretty when it's too loose. Okay, and then 6 double crochets coming down again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Again, I'm going to go in where I have that 1 chain separation, and I'm going to go behind here of the yellow and do that front post single. Okay, and then directly again into the chain 4, going up with the 6 double crochet. So very simple, people, nothing to it. And this does it for this tutorial. So thank you so much, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, I will have all of it in display at the end. Thank you.